What's up, people? It's your boy, Curtis, aka Dr. C, checking in with you with another health video. And today, this video is dedicated to the ladies. Ladies, if you want breast cancer, get a mammogram. That's right. If you want breast cancer, get a damn mammogram. Now, why do I say this? Well, according to research, it has been shown, well, first of all, let me explain the whole procedure before I give you some of the data. First, when you get a mammogram, they use X-rays, which is a form of ionizing radiation. Now, there are two types of radiation. There is non-ionizing and ionizing radiation. The non-ionizing kind is from the cell phones, the microwaves, etc. And this has been proven to cause many negative health effects too. I mean, but the debate is still out on that. Now, as far as an ionizing radiation, there is no debate on that. It is toxic to the body. It causes cancer. Anyone who doesn't believe me, just go to a nuclear reactor and see what those people are wearing in that particular facility. They are wearing, almost like spacesuit-looking things because of that radiation and their possible risk of exposure. It will cause cancer and many other negative health effects. So essentially, when you go to get a mammogram, they expose your breast tissue to this highly carcinogenic radiation, the ionizing radiation. And to top it all off, they don't even give you a radiation guard. Because I remember when I used to go to a dentist and he used to do X-rays on my teeth or my jaw, they used to give me a guard which protected the rest of my body from this non-ionizing radiation. But they don't do that when you get CAT scans, for example, or when you get mammograms. They just go in there basically totally unprotected. Now, another big issue when it comes to mammograms is that the government and the medical monopoly have told women to get screened a lot. So women are getting they're hitting several mammograms, and the tests actually have been proven to be ineffective. There is a aspect of the test known as false positives, basically where the mammogram will show a tumor when the biopsy will show that there's no tumor or that there's no cancer. So the test, according to a Swiss survey, which, like I said, I'll post all the research in the box up in your upper right, has shown that the test is actually ineffective or not as effective as promoted. But the main issue is that it does cause cancer, and has been noted now that many, the incidence of breast cancer since the early 60s and 70s, when we started using these mammograms, has increased by 328%. Now, you can't tell me that there's not something going on with all these breast cancer, cancer cases rising, and the heavy use of mammograms. There is definitely a correlation because women are getting them, oftentimes, several times a year. And they're not being told about the risks via these ionizing radiation. But as I tell people, it's no surprise. I was with a good friend this weekend, and we saw a huge. It was just a huge building in downtown Atlanta, and it said American Cancer Society. So that let me know that cancer. They have plans for cancer to continue to rise because all those fraudulent medical foundations are just basically pharmaceutical fronts, so they can get the people to walk around in circles and to raise money for their radiations and chemotherapies and other types of poisonous and very ineffective treatments for these particular diseases. So, ladies, yes, breast cancer will continue to be on the rise. It's a very profitable industry. There will not be no cure from the medical monopoly, from the medical mafia. There's no money in cures. But this is just this whole screening. Tells me that essentially they want women to get breast cancer, and since women are ignorant, then they will get breast cancer by exposing their beautiful breasts. I'm a breast man myself, maybe too much information, to these very toxic and harmful mammogram procedures, which, like I said, give you ionizing radiation. These which same thing actually used in our food, when they irradiate our foods. So all this radiation will be exposed to, people using cell phones and what have you. I mean, that's another story. But when you get these mammograms, ladies, just know that you are increasing your risk of cancer. And there are other ways to detect the health of your breasts and to make sure you don't have any tumors. You can just test yourself. Why do you need to go to a doctor? you know what your breasts feel like. Even if you have them augmented, you know how they're supposed to feel like. And if you feel any lumps on them, then you might be an issue of concern. Doesn't mean necessarily have cancer. A lump does not mean that you have cancer. It could be totally benign, but people freak out and get all scared, and the lump could just be like something, just a lump. Now you might want to see that lump as something maybe to address, but it's not something that requires a doctor and requires you to X-ray your boob and and basically get cancer from it or increase your risk of cancer. So I know a thing or two about breast health, and it definitely I see a lot of women who are just getting breast cancer left and right, and the only thing the doctors got for them when they get it is to radiate them or to cut their boob off. So but there are other ways which you can deal with this, and it has been found that phytoestrogens from non-soy products actually help to lower your risk of breast cancer. So the red raspberry, red clover, these natural phytoestrogens. I'm not talking about all that Premarin and horse's urine, all the other stuff that they push on women these days, which is totally ass backwards in my opinion. I'm talking about some of the natural plant-based estrogens, which actually lower your risk of breast cancer. But I am well versed when it comes to dealing with issues of the female breasts. So you can email me for for more information. CURTISL_DUNCAN@yahoo.com. But essentially, ladies, I'm just letting you know, just to give you a warning. If you're going to be dealing with the mammograms, just know that you're increasing your risk of getting cancer, and that these X-rays do cause cancer. That is a scientific fact. So this is your boy Curtis, Dr. C. Hope I didn't offend nobody, no ladies out there. I don't want y'all send me all kind of negative emails, but it's all good. I'm here to just do what I do. But yes, that's all for today, and take care. Peace.